Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Friday show where I give you the week's news. What's happened since last week? We've won another home game, which was fantastic. Number 8 on the run. Great 3-1 win against Burnley last week. Since then, we've had Everton slapping a £100 million transfer fee on Romelu Lukaku's head. Some people aren't happy with it. I am. With me and Ped done a video the other day on Patreon, so all you guys watching this will have seen it, saying the reasons why we feel as though the £100 million is justified. Certainly from our point of view, it's justified. Other people mightn't think he's worth it. If you don't pay the money. You know, if you're Chelsea and you think he's not worth 100 million, leave him where he is. We will gratefully keep him for another 12 months. If someone comes in for £100 million, I personally think it's a lot of money to turn down. I'm not sure whether Everton will turn it down. I don't think anyone would. £100 million, you couldn't. But we give all the reasons why I think even keeping him for another 12 months without him signing a contract wouldn't be a bad thing. Yeah, we'd lose money on him, of course, or certainly on what we would get now, but we'd have those goals for another 12 months, which is massive. You know, the hardest thing in football is to score goals, hence why these fees of £100 million are getting bounced around. So I would certainly keep him. I'd have no qualms. You'd get 45 million for him next summer, no problem. So what do you think? I mean, do you think the club have done well with that 100 million price tag, or are you uncomfortable that that's even been mentioned, the fee? Who knows? We've had Robert Elstone coming out and confirming that Everton are going to spend big money this summer. Other bits of the article didn't really fit in. He was kind of saying, going to spend big money, but we've always done it, which we haven't, let's be honest. I understand where he's coming from. He's trying to say that burning ambition for Everton to be right at the very top has always been there. I beg to differ on that. I think we probably always wanted to do well, but we didn't really make any play to do well. We didn't make a fist of it. We done what we could, and we operated within a certain financial scale, but that financial scale's gone up. Obviously, it's been elevated because of the extra TV revenue, which is ridiculous now. And also, obviously, Farhad Moshiri has arrived in town, and he's basically come in and said, yeah, it was great having a little bit of a go to try and finish in the top 8, but I actually want to win trophies. I want to be successful. I want a brand new ground. I want us to sign a lot of players, and I want us to win things. And some people are quite clearly a little bit like, okay. You know, we as fans want to see it, don't we? So, you know, I think that was quite good. I think Elstone coming out and saying that has reiterated, excuse me, what we all thought, which was that this summer will be pivotal for Everton. It'll be a chance. We still probably need, and a lot of people have alluded to this, we still probably need that one signing where people go, wow, that's a big signing for Everton. God, they mean business, these. And then the media might start buying into it. Because we're still getting, excuse me, we're still getting people going, I'm not sure. So that's what we need. And, you know, some of the names being bandied around, you know, Joe Hart, would he be one? I'm not 100% sure on Joe Hart. For me, Lacazette at Lyon would certainly be one where people would go, oh, that's a good signing. But I think the one, if he could pull it off, and it'd be very difficult because of the amount of people that want him, but the one I think would make a lot of people sit up and take notice would be Virgil van Dijk, which now we know Everton made an inquiry in January. By all accounts, the player was very keen, but times moved on. He got injured in January as well, and then that scuppered any kind of deal. And this summer, I should imagine he'll have the pick of Champions League clubs. But hey, Ronald Koeman's agent is Virgil van Dijk's agent, so they're represented by the same people. They've worked together before for a year. He's Dutch and all. There's all of that, isn't there? You know, you'd like to think that that would carry some weight. I don't know whether Everton will be able to get him if other clubs go in for him. If I was Pep Guardiola, he would be the first name on my wish list this summer. Go and get him and put him at the heart of City's defence, you'd be sorted. But I think if Everton could pull that kind of signing off, I think a lot of people would go, oh, these really do mean business, don't they? You know, other names in it. Wayne Rooney's another one who's been put into that bracket. You know, I know his stock is fallen now, but still a winner, still a good footballer. I think he could still bring, if he played basically in the final third of the pitch and didn't drop deep, I still think he could get us 10 goals, and I think he could create things. He might be one. Gylfi Sigurdsson at Swansea might be one that people go, that's a really good signing. You know, one player who has been linked with us quite heavily, he played at Goodison last Saturday and he impressed me anyway, was Michael Keane, and he has said, or his agent has let it slip to Sky sources, that he wants to leave Burnley this summer. And Everton are the front runners apparently, and we've known this for a while, but again, you know, your teams like Manchester United, Liverpool's, these kind of teams are going to want a centre-back. He's a young English centre-back, got in the England squad, so he's another one, I suppose. If Everton could persuade him to come in, that would be one where people would go, that's a really good signing. You know, when England international, they've gone and got him, good English centre-back, you know, but we're going to need some big players this summer, you know, Michael Keane being another one. A couple of names that have been, they're not left field because you get linked with all sorts, but Riyad Boudabou from Montpellier, a winger who has scored 11 goals and had 9 assists this season, is thought to be attracting the attention of Steve Walsh. Now, that might just be someone going, well, they got Riyad Mahrez and his name sounds a bit similar, and he's Algerian. I think this kid's Algerian, and they create goals and stuff, and he come from France, so we'll just give him the big stamp and put him with Everton. Who knows? But that's a name maybe to look out for. And one which I can kind of understand the link, but I look and I just think, yeah, you know, it's Tammy Abraham, who was a Chelsea player, actually. He's on loan at Chelsea forward. He's 19 years of age. He's playing for Bristol City this season on loan. He scored 25 goals in the Championship. Now, this story has come about as if Chelsea get Lukaku, they'll use Abraham and Michy Batshuayi as sweeteners for Everton. Maybe just give Abraham a chance in your first team, Chelsea. Stop loaning a billion players out and just keep some for yourself. Just a thought. But he might be one to look out for. He's supposed to be very, very quick. Scored a lot of goals. Who knows? You know, these names, we're going to get these now, aren't we, weekly? But I just thought those two were the two interesting ones because not really heard too many people mentioning them before. Depending on when you're watching this, how quickly it gets out, the under-23s, by the time this is out, they'll have kicked off, are playing tonight and can clinch the title. So the best of luck to them. If you're watching this later on tonight and they've won, get in. If they haven't won, come on, boys, we can still do it. But what a testament to David Unsworth and the work he has done at under-23 level. All the lads have been fantastic this season at the 23s. Really good players, great prospects. We've had half a dozen of them in Everton first team squads this season, and you just think that's going to roll on with Europa League looking more or less secure now. One more win does it mathematically. So we're going to expect to see a lot more of those 23s in the Europa League squads next season. So interesting times ahead for them. Some news on the show. We have gone past 500 patrons, so a massive, massive thank you to all you guys who are supporting this show and helping us get a little bit better equipment, you know, and be able to take the show on to another level. A lot of people will like it. I'm not really a lover of fan cams just because I've seen what's gone on at Arsenal Fan TV. However, we ain't Arsenal Fan TV, and ours will literally just be asking real supporters just a couple of minutes, you know, what did you think of the game, you know, and who took your eye, or if there's an incident in the game. And it'll literally just be Evertonians just giving a couple of minutes. You know, we don't want to make it a big thing in terms of characters and everything, just literally, you know, but Pet's going to be doing the majority of them because I'll probably just be slipping off home after the game. He loves all that. You know what he's like with the attention. And finally, we're going to be doing a couple more shows on Patreon in the summer. We're going to do a random show every week, just talking nonsense, which a lot of you seem to like for some reason. So we'll just make a little bit of a separate thing of it. That's going to be on a random topic show where we'll discuss everything else: computer games, TV programmes. We discussed an asteroid this week. What more do you want? But we're also going to be doing the Footy Show as well, which is a show that me and Ped used to do on the radio. There may be some Everton content in it, but in general, it's just going to be a general footy chat. So just something else for you to watch that might be a little bit different to what we're already doing. And we're hopefully we'll get some other guests in for that as well, and just give it a little bit of a different feel to it. And we're hopefully starting to hit up some interviews as well, and get them on the Patreon channel as well to reward everyone who's backing us and trying to help this go forward. So a big thank you for everybody who's subscribing, everybody who watches, and everybody who is sharing and telling other people to get on it. Massive, massive thank you to all of you guys. Let's hope the boys can deliver another victory tomorrow. It'll be tough, but we want to try and finish as high as we can, and this represents a game that we can win, I believe. So let's get down to the London Stadium and let's get a Romelu Lukaku hat-trick, and just pull your shirt up, Ron, saying, "I'm staying for another year, kids," and pull it back down. Something like that would be really nice. Anyway, look out for all of our stuff tomorrow, instant match reaction, things like that. Back in the studio with Ped on Monday. And this has been a Friday show, so have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon on Toffee TV.